On this episode of UTR, it's What You Been Up To, Part 3. We'll see what's new with a food basket that feeds hungry kids, some sweet snowmobiles, and a gargantuan grill. Then we check back in with a honey of a market and a burger that's been called one of the best. Get ready to get caught up with some of the cool people, places, and things that make our Michigan show a great one to watch.
Some say winter is a silent season. Somehow in Michigan, winter's silence speaks loud. This season, that's winter. In pure Michigan.
A visit to the Stahl's Auto Collection will take you back to a time when cars were more than just a way to get around. A fantastic assortment of gas pumps, neon signs, and automated music machines dating back 150 years that must be seen and heard. Info at stahlsauto.com.
The Michigan Economic Development Corporation is dedicated to enabling economic prosperity. The MEDC markets Michigan with the focus on growing businesses and building resilient communities in our state.
I've been around the world, but there's one place I keep coming back to. And the more I explore, the more I realize it's the place to be. I'm Tom Dalton, and this is Under the Radar, Michigan.
Well, we've been having so much fun revisiting people we had on the show long ago that we thought, what the heck, let's do it again. So get ready, because here comes What You Been Up To, Part 3. This is getting habit forming, and I'm hooked.
That's right, we picked 5 more UTR alumni to reconnect with since they were on the show a long time ago. It's a great way to find out if they're doing anything new that might be of interest to you. So get ready to quell your curiosity, because we're zooming through the air to see them right now.
And I don't even have a cape, as far as you know.
Now, first up, we head back to a place that warmed our hearts and continues to feed hungry kids all across Western Michigan. No matter where you live in the world, it seems there are always hungry children not too far away. But thanks to one woman's dream and the hard work and dedication of volunteers, that changed real fast here in Grand Rapids. More than 10 years ago, Mary Kay Hoodhood heard a story, saw a need, and knew she had to do something about it. And thanks to Bridget Clark Whitney and her team of caring coworkers at Kids Food Basket, the mission moves on.
Can you believe it's been 7 years since we were there last time?
No, I was thinking about this yesterday, and I thought, well, it's probably been about 4 years is what I was pretty sure it was probably 4 years, but 7 sounds probably more accurate.
And we got such a huge response and outpouring from people about what you guys do there. I mean, it's amazing what you guys do.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Tom. This is 18 and a half years that I've been doing this, right? And I'm still so on fire for this work every day because two main reasons. Number one is that I see and experience the need that still exists every day. And number two is that we see the extraordinary impact of our work. So when it's understanding that what we're doing really, really does make a difference, and it's really needed and really makes an impact, and there's still a huge need out there, it just means that it creates a lot of fire, right? And a lot of motivation to just keep making this happen every day and growing.
So what's changed there in the past 7 years? You guys have expanded, haven't you?
We are now in a different location. We're in our permanent location, which in the past, for the first 18 years of Kids Food Basket, we were always in rented locations and church basements and warehouse spaces. And about 5 years ago, actually exactly 5 years ago, we found a piece of property that was about 1.5 miles from our previous building, right here in the middle of Kent County. And it's a 10-acre farm in the middle of the city. And it's actually the last remaining farmland in Grand Rapids City proper. So now, and then we actually built a building right next to the farm. So now we have a permanent location, permanent headquarters, and that's been able to increase our capacity and increase our output and impact.
What was the response when we first had you on the program? Because on our end, the response was overwhelming.
It was amazing. What I loved was, what I have to tell you, is that how much people love Michigan, right? So like, as a Michigander, I agree with this. I am a Michigan fan all day long. And so just to be part of the Mitten State and be a community member here, and that's what your show does, is it promotes our pride here in Michigan and this amazing state where people care so deeply about community and people care so deeply about giving and being generous and using their skills and talents to make this state better.
Thank you for what you're doing. I mean, I don't want to start crying again, but like I said, it's so important what you do. It's probably one of the most important things any organization could do. And you make me proud to be from Michigan, so thanks.
Thank you, Tom. Oh, I'm so honored that you said that. I agree. I deeply, truly believe every day that making sure people have healthy food is one of the most important things that we can do in the world. And it's because good food is the foundation of good health. And good health is the foundation of a good future.
The dedicated, motivated, and caring crew at Kids Food Basket continues to make a huge difference in our society because they're helping our future, aka kids, learn, grow, and thrive. Now true, a lot of healthy food goes into every sack supper they serve up, but the main ingredient is love, and that, my friends, is what'll change the world.
Well, right now we're going to head up to the UP to a place that we went to 10 seasons ago. But truth be told, we've been back a few times since, because every time we do, we have a blast.
The Top of the Lake Snowmobile Museum in the tiny town of Naubinway is, in 2 words, way cool. It sits right on Route 2, just 45 minutes west of the mighty Mackinac Bridge, and even if you're not a snowmobiler, you'll totally love this place. They've got every kind of sled imaginable, and even some you can't imagine. Charlie Valier and his wife Marilyn are still the dedicated keepers of this colossal collection, and for them, the past decade has seen a whole lot of change.
Charlie!
Yes.
Can you believe it's been 10 whole years since we were up there? How's Marilyn?
She's great. Hanging in. Today is her birthday, believe it or not.
Oh, please tell her I said happy birthday. That's awesome. Yeah,
I sure will.
You were on in our very first season, I believe, and 10 years ago. And I'm truth be told, every time we're up in the UP, we still try to swing by to see you.
Yes, you do.
A lot has changed for you guys. You were originally in a little house, weren't you?
It was an old laundromat that we had remodeled. We started with like 60 sleds there. I remember, we still have the picture of you sitting on a couple sleds. That old laundromat remodeled it, and here we are out on US 2, the main drag through the UP. The location. It worked out great for us.
Well, the new museum is absolutely amazing. And I tell people, even though I'm not a snowmobiler, I tell people all the time, it doesn't matter. To take your family in there it's an experience. You've got racing sleds, movie sleds, working sleds, leisure sleds, and the sleds that were manufactured in the 50s and 60s, they look like cartoon characters. It's amazing what you have.
Yes, I get that comment a lot, that they're not, in the summertime, tourists going through, they're not snowmobilers, but they're tinkers or invented something themselves. They get down on the floor and look to see how this is built, how this works, what makes it go. Not just for snowmobilers, it's people that like the ingenuity, how things happen, how far they've came in such a short period of time. They started 50 years isn't much time.
Yeah, good point. You actually are responsible for bringing a lot of people to the little town of Naubinway.
Yes, we like it. We get that comment too. Different people in town will say, we were wherever they were at, downstate or Ohio or wherever, and somebody mentioned Naubinway being the snowmobile place. Say Naubinway snowmobile place now.
It's wonderful to see the new museum, the new facility there. It's amazing. You guys do an amazing job. It's so much fun going there. Like I said, every time we're in the UP, there's a million reasons to go up to the Upper Peninsula, but your place is one of the premier reasons, and you're only 45 minutes from the bridge, so it's easy to get to.
Very easy.
Yeah, and I commend you for what you're doing up there.
Thank you. It's our hobby. It's what I like doing. Of course, I'm retired, and it's what I like doing, and my wife too.
Right, as far as you know, right?
Yeah. And we just, during COVID also, we just redid our website. We had a website 10, 12 years ago, and we just got that redone during the COVID shutdown here. So we got a few things done during the shutdown, but we're back at it.
Well, tell Marilyn happy birthday, give her a hug for me, and something tells me we'll be coming by there again real soon because we can't help but stop by every time we're in the UP.
Thanks a bunch.
Now, I know I sound like a broken record. I'll explain what that means to you young people later. But one trip to the top of the lake Snowmobile Museum in Nobbinway will make you wish you'd found it even before we did 10 years ago. So for goodness sake, go. Oh, and when you're there, ask Charlie when he plans to build his next new building, because the way this collection is growing, they'll probably need it.
Well, next up, we zoom way down to Hemlock, Michigan for a young man who 7 years ago took a chance, built a grill, and started a savory sensation.
That's right. 7 UTR seasons ago, Josh Shading opened a roadside grill where he served up locally grown and sourced flora and fauna. And everything was cooked over a real wood fire. Yep, folks dined outside right there by the road next to a gargantuan grill that Josh built with his own 2 hands. A cool concept that garnered a great gathering of gourmets. Josh had no freezers, no microwaves, and no ovens. Just lots of wood, locally grown everything, and tons of hungry folks to feed. Things were going great, but I'll bet things have changed a lot. So let's see.
Hey, Josh, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
Good. Can you believe it's been 7 years since we were there last? And I remember you were cooking on that stove out by the side of the road. And I have to tell you, I have to be honest, I have yet to have a steak as good as the one I had that you cooked me out there over that wood fire.
Oh, that's fantastic to hear.
Are you still cooking outside, or it looks like you're inside now?
Yeah, we're primarily inside all the time right now. Just a little bit easier for us and everybody.
Remind people, what inspired you to start that little roadside barbecue stand?
I started with maple syrup, so that's why we decided to call it the Maple Grill. Just kind of had a small little syrup cooker in my backyard and built the one by the road there to cook maple syrup on, and it resembled a barbecue pit. So enough people would stop by during maple syrup season asking if we had ribs and chicken that we just decided in the springtime there I lost my job and just decided to turn it into a little barbecue pit. I'm serving local food.
So what inspired you to move from the little outside spot by the side of the road into what it looks like a magnificent place there?
Well, we needed more indoor seating, and cooking outside, that wasn't feasible 12 months out of the year. So we had no choice but to move inside so we could stay profitable.
Yeah, the first time we went there, we actually got a little lost and we almost ran out of gas. And then when we found the place, we were just amazed because the whole community's really embraced what you've done there. Because you bring people from far and wide. It's an exceptional experience to go there because everything is so raw and real and genuine and local, which people like to know now where their food comes from, who's making it, how it's prepared. But you guys also have expanded to, I guess you guys are a brewery now as well?
Yep, we're also brewing beer. So that's been going over well for, I think, about 6 years now. 5 years, 6 years.
And you're still, even though you're inside, you're still cooking over a real wood fire, correct?
Correct, yep. We use just over a face cord of wood every day.
Every day?
Every day, yep.
Oh my gosh, I've always wanted, now, I probably asked you this before, but I don't remember, what's the best wood to cook over?
Well, we're primarily maple, and we mix some oak in there. It just all depends on your flavor, how smoky you like everything.
Well, you probably got a lot of cooking to do, so keep the flames a burning because, like I said, what you do is exceptional. And every time we drive north, we think about the time we got lost trying to find your place.
Yeah.
Well, even though Josh took his food fixin' flames inside, if you're looking for a unique dining experience with fresh local food, and now brew, surrounded by great people and that smoky smell of goodness, the Maple Grill is only a drive away. And trust me, this is a must-do if you're a discerning carnivorous connoisseur like moi.
Now, if you're looking for a grocery store that's more like an awesome adventure in food foraging, have I got a honey of a market for you?
I'm of course talking about the one and only Honey Bee Market in Southwest Detroit. And if you remember correctly, we first discovered this fantastic food find 8 years ago on UTR, and we've been telling people about it ever since. The Hispanic roots and traditions run deep in this diverse neighborhood, and so does the incredible selection of world foods at Honey Bee. Thank goodness Tammy Kohler and her dedicated family are still rocking and stocking this great place.
Well, Tammy, I can't believe it's been 7 or 8 years, I think, since we were there last. And I actually, it hit me how long it's been when I watched the original episode when we were down there, and I saw the shot of you and your family with your 2 girls standing out in front of the grocery store. And they were just little girls.
Yes, little girls. My little one just turned 16, and my oldest one is soon to be 21. So it's a new chapter in our lives. Pretty soon we're going to be empty nesters.
I just got there. It's wonderful. Don't tell my kids I said that. It just struck me how long it had been since we've been there. Anything changed?
Yes, lots of things changed in 2020. We get to put X's on our floor to help people remember to respect other people's spaces. We have one-way traffic down aisles now, which is pretty neat. It's exciting, it's new, but it's fun. And then we have masks that we have to wear in order to work. But what's fun about the masks though, we went from made in China to designer and fashionable masks that we're making it fun. It's been a lot of fun, and who can outbeat who. You know, another new thing too is the growth, the building that you still see. I know it was halted a little bit, but you know, the train station is still up and moving. I see the lights on. That's hope that things are coming to growth. That's exciting.
And I know you're not doing it right now, but how much guacamole do you think you've gone through? Because you used to be able to come in there and get guacamole, which will probably come back when this is all over with, but you've probably gone through tons and tons of guacamole.
We still sell quite a bit because it's pre-made and pre-packaged, and we make it daily still. But people still come and get that. And what's nice is that other people shop for other people. So it's not, you know, they're still, you know, like you come far away, there's other people shopping for other people to take the stuff to them. So we still sell quite a bit of guacamole. Not as much as when we were sampling out there, but it's still doing good for us.
What's the most rewarding thing for you as far as giving back to the community, things like that?
Most rewarding for me is just knowing that we're serving people, and something new that was going to happen out of this is in the past we just made donations to help people during the season. This year as a team we're getting together and deciding as a group what families we're going to help or individual that needs help, but we're going to reach out to the family and individual as a Honeybee family to do that, to see who we can help versus just giving the monetary donation to people to do it on their own. So we feel connected to the family, which has been awesome because of the love that we felt through this whole time and how we had to depend on each other. So now we can reach out and do something special that we can still feel connected and give the love.
Well, from all of us who shop there, thank you for your years of hard work, dedication, perseverance, guacamole, sangria, and all the wonderful foods you carry there. It's just, like I said, it's the only time I get excited to go to the grocery store.
That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that.
If you love food, and who doesn't, come expand your collection of creative culinary concoctions at Honey Bee Market, because they're still here in Southwest Detroit, working hard to make life and lunch and dinner a little bit better for all of us. And if you think about it, we could all sure use a little bit of honey right about now. Am I right?
Well, next we head back to season 8 for a place where we had a great hamburger and then got gas.
Now, the place I'm talking about is Tasty's Burgers. And the reason we all got gas is because, well, if you remember, this bona fide award-winning hamburger joint is tucked away inside of an actual BP gas station on Ford Road in Dearborn. Now, make no mistake, Tasty's is a full-service, family-run, adventure lovers burger joint with more robust, creative beef sandwiches than you can shake a large order of fries at. And Ali Jawad and his mom Lila are still there taking great pride in the place. What's new since we were there last? Well, let's order a few and find out.
Well, you know, you guys look awesome, but I don't know why you wouldn't. It's only been a couple of years since we've been there, so you haven't changed that much. But yeah, first of all, I want to apologize if we sent any weird people your way when you were on the show.
No, you guys have been amazing.
Amazing.
The reaction after the show, we were shocked about how many customers came in and said, "Oh, we seen you guys on UTR."
Awesome.
Awesome.
Well,
Yeah, a lot of people our way.
well, are people still surprised when they walk in?
No, yeah, it's the usual typical reaction is like, wait, am I in the right spot? Or people pull up and like they'll look around like, okay, wait, was I supposed to pull up here? Is my GPS taking me to the wrong place? But then once they come in and they enjoy the experience, you know, they really realize that it's like no other.
Well, a lot's changed for you guys in just the past couple of years, correct?
We now have 2 locations, and we're hoping to get some more going in 2021.
Well, Lila, where's the new location?
So the new location is in Dearborn Heights. It's in a strip mall plaza here, and it's very nice because we can hold a lot more people. So it's really big. It's probably at least twice the size.
So it's if it's not in a gas station, how are people going to get gas?
Yeah.
You'll see behind us, this is a little momentum to the gas station behind us. We're actually in the new location right now.
Well, I love seeing family-run businesses that are successful, that are expanding, that are hiring people. And I love when I see young people doing creative things and doing it well. And speaking of young people, you married yet, Ali?
No, not yet.
Mom, come on, get busy.
We're working so much.
Well, I can't wait for you to open your 3rd location that I'm sure will be right next to my house, correct?
We're hoping.
Definitely.
We're hoping. We're hoping to be
Then we're going to put your
everywhere.
face on the outside of the building and say Jim was here. We're about to finally launch our franchise campaign, and that's what we're really excited for. It's been, years of people asking us, how do I get a Tasty's? How can I join the Tasty's family? And that's what we're finally about to unveil. And we're going to be finally offering it to our customers.
Seriously?
Franchises. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're hoping, we just took a lot of time and we're trying to perfect everything, make
We've
it
been
simple.
perfecting the system over time, and now we're finally getting ready to launch it. And we've also started waiting lists throughout the Metro Detroit area for certain select cities that people are going to wait on. And if anybody's interested, they can find us on our website at tastysburgers.com and inquire on there, and we'll get you guys a packet to learn a little bit more about Tasty's.
So I don't have to wait for you guys to open a location next to me. I can open my own.
You can open your own now.
Exactly.
Bonus.
It really does my heart good to see this family still working hard together and doing so well. And it's also nice to know that Tasty's now has 2 convenient locations. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. If you love the flavor of a tasty burger, try Tasty's. Whether you get gas or not, you'll be happy you did.
Well, that about wraps up our trilogy of What You Been Up To episodes. Hope you enjoyed it, and while you're at it, try to reconnect with people that you haven't seen in a long time. Who knows? You might have forgotten that they owe you money. Bonus.
Some say winter is a silent season. Somehow in Michigan, winter's silence speaks loud. This season, that's winter. In pure Michigan.
A visit to the Stalls Auto Collection will take you back to a time when cars were more than just a way to get around. A fantastic assortment of gas pumps, neon signs, and automated music machines dating back 150 years that must be seen and heard. Info at stallsauto.com.
The Michigan Economic Development Corporation is dedicated to enabling economic prosperity. The MEDC markets Michigan with the focus on growing businesses and building resilient communities in our state.
I think if you hang it off the back of you and tape it to your shirt.
Well, now we head back to season 8 for a place we went to in... Oh, sorry. So you don't think I should wear my...
Well, I've got, it is nicer to have them right in your ear than on the phone. Charlie,
Turn me off.
tell me I can't. I think you have to.
Turn me off.
Grill started a Sabre sensation. Okay. Now, next we zoom way down to Hemlock, Michigan, where 7 years ago a young man took a chance, built a grill, and started a Sabre sensation. I noticed the finger thing didn't work.
Fantastic. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Jim. It's good to see both of you.
You too.
You too, Bridget.
Take
Thank you
care.
for everything.
Okay, I'll tip it up a little bit. How about that?
Can you put it up on a box?
I have it.
Tell your daddy's grounded.
Yeah. Be sure to walk in the door in a second.
Exactly.
His part, and he ran as soon as he set it up.
I even borrowed my... Yes!
Yay!
There you are. There you are. You're there. To a place we went to back in season 8. Sorry, okay.
How about this?